Remember in episode 1 when we talked about growing up with landlines, blockbuster nights, and the sound of dial-up internet screaming in our homes like a robot banshee? Yeah, those were the days, except they weren't always good ones, because while we were busy downloading music from LimeWire and pretending everything was fine, something else was downloading too, right into our brains. Overthinking, a constant background process that never stops running. Hey, it's Alex, and this is Fine, a Millennial Diary. Last week, we cracked open the vault of millennial memories. The dial-up tones, AM away messages, the trauma, and the tenderness of being the in-between generation. This week, we take the next logical step. What happens when you grow up in chaos, in transition, in a world constantly updating, upgrading, and uprooting you? You become an overthinker, a double text, then delete kind of person. Let's say I had the whole conversation in my head before I replied human. Let's talk about how we got here. So many of us grew up in homes where you had to read the room, right? Before you even learned how to read yourself. You learned how to pick up vibes, and it was safer than asking questions. Maybe your parents were immigrants or divorced or just stressed the hell out trying to make ends meet. So we became hyper aware. Fast forward, the same energy now has us triple checking emails, rereading text messages 7 times, turning simple decisions into mental chess matches. We just don't think, we run full diagnostics. Do I sound needy? Should I wait an hour to reply? Did I sound like I was joking or just unhinged? Sound familiar? Let's go a little deeper. We were told we could be anything, but no one told us what to do when being everything at once became exhausting. We turned achievements into personality traits. Hustle became a form of self-care, and suddenly, doing nothing feels like failure. We obsess over our careers, our side hustles, our content. Even rest has to be optimized. Like, did I rest the right way? Did I journal about it? Did I grow? We are exhausted, and still, we scroll. We compare, and we spiral. Every post, every reply, every story is curated, and that curation, it follows us offline. We're constantly editing ourselves in real time. What if I say the wrong thing? What if I post this and no one reacts? What if I'm too much or not enough? So we overthink texts, DMs, job interviews, friendships, dates, because we've been trained to perform, to anticipate judgment. We grew up in the public, on Facebook, and in Tumblr, and on Twitter, MySpace. Now even silence feels loud. So, what do you do with all this? Here's what I started doing. I catch myself spiraling, I pause. I say, is this real or just a familiar thought? I remind myself that indecision isn't weakness, it's evidence of care. I set limits. I leave messages unread until I feel ready. I ask myself, who am I performing for right now? And more importantly, who am I hiding from? You're not broken for overthinking. You're adapting. You're surviving. You were raised to decode chaos, and now you're trying to find peace in a world that still whispers, be more, do more, prove more. But sometimes enough is enough. Next time on the Millennial Diary, we go even deeper, because now that we know what we overthink, we're going to talk about how it's breaking our ability to just be. But until then, breathe. You're not alone. You're just a millennial. And this is fine.
Goodbye.